Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what the heck happens in a 1-minute 47-second trailer labeled as the Winnie the Pooh trailer, but we've been blown away by a Frozen trailer already, so let's just jump right into this. And yeah, we got video over here, chat up there, so I could see all you guys' reactions after the fact, and we will probably end up having a freaking 2-hour discussion about this based on everyone's generic, oh my god, this is the most amazing thing, you're gonna flip out, this is gonna be so awesome. I don't know what to expect. So thank you, Bucky, for the chair, even though this isn't the time for that. But let's go ahead, get started.
I'm not scared anymore. You know what I mean?
I'm starting to.
Why does this look better than the movie?
I want us to be together forever.
Don't hit me in the heartstrings, Pooh.
From now on.
Hey, loser!
I'm useless.
What?
I'm chicken. We're not friends. I can count the number of times you and I have hung out on one hand.
I'll be back to visit you.
What?
You and me are friends now.
The chest! Hand it over! Care to surrender?
Tadashi wouldn't want there to be a Baymax that hurts people.
Right.
Okay.
I don't want to be talking over dialogue. Okay, same old minigame deal with Winnie the Pooh. Yo, that limit looks sick. Oh, what the? What? What is all this?
Look at how many there are.
Lee, my boy. Hold up. Did I?
Who are you?
Now we forge it. The ultimate key.
Huh?
The Keyblade.
Was that Terranor versus the Lingering Will? Okay, so it was only a minute and a half. Okay, hold up. We're just gonna go through it again. Hold up. Hold up.
I'm not scared anymore.
Hold up.
You know what I mean?
I'm starting to.
Wow.
This is just Swordall and Goofy being... Okay, hold on. Okay, so this is Swordall and Goofy just being thrown into the movie scene. That's fine, whatever. Can someone remind me this dude's name? And I'm pretty sure in Winnie the Pooh, the race was actually referred to as heffalumps, and they never corrected and said elephants. I'm not sure if that's actually correct. His name is Lumpy? Okay. No. I wasn't saying what the species was. Tigger is a tigger. Rabbit is a rabbit. Pooh is a Pooh bear. No, he has to have a name. Unless his name is just straight up Heffalump. Is everyone named Heffalump? Is every Heffalump named Heffalump? Whatever. Seriously, we got Piglet, Rabbit, Tigger instead of Tiger. Pooh for whatever reason. Gopher as Gopher. Roo and Kanga as Kangaroo. Yeah, cool. And then the one newer character introduced in a movie. But anyway.
I want us to be together
More important stuff.
forever.
I told you guys, I break down these, like,
I'll be here. From
in
now
full.
Hey, loser!
I want to know why Hayner comes around the corner, slides on the grass like that, and freaking Pence is just like, I can't even do it without laughing. He's just like, freaking cross-eyed, like, why am I here?
Hey, loser!
And then he goes into a smile. I'm waiting for Hayner to just get blown back.
I'm useless. I'm chicken. We're not friends. I can count the number of times you and I have hung out on one hand.
I'm really wondering what Dimix's role is going to be into this. Like, I don't know where that's gonna go. It's like he doesn't want to be involved. I think Pence is frozen. No idea. Pence is Norded? Wait a minute. I don't believe that's accurate at all. Or is he? No, wait. What are Pence's normal eye colors? Wait a minute. What are Pence's eye colors? Y'all got me actually looking this up. No, that's accurate. That's close though. That is really close. That's weird. But that smug look, you're just looking on like, yeah. I'm just here.
Hey, loser!
I can't wait to see how that unfolds.
We're not friends. I can count the number of times you and I have hung out on one hand.
I'll be back to visit you.
What?
You and me are friends now.
The chest!
And I wonder how that little bit's gonna play out as well. This, dude, like, they just keep showing cutscenes from the movies.
Care to surrender?
Tadashi wouldn't want there to be a Baymax that hurts people.
Okay.
And then we already know this bit. You know there's gonna be minigames in Winnie the Pooh storybook. This limit, though. This limit, though. He freaking summons a giant honeybee. Okay, what the heck is all this? What is with the freaking Dream Drop distance style after images from, like, when you're dropping? It's almost what this reminds me of.
There are.
Now, hold up. Rewind a little bit. Because I saw Axel and his Keyblade. That's cool and great. Kyrie, though! This is the first time you see Kyrie summoning her Keyblade. It was given to her by Riku in Kingdom Hearts 2. And she was never shown with it ever again. This is the first time she is summoning her Keyblade ready to fight. That is hype. We already know Lee has his Keyblade and that he's been trained to wield it. You know that already. That's just cool. Like, oh yeah, okay, but we already got the shock value from Dream Drop Distance. Kyrie looks ready to go. She just charged it. I think she charged in like half a second before Lee did.
Look at how many there are.
She did. She leaned in. She's ready to go. And you notice, she's also posed like exactly like Sora.
There are.
Like, she's got the same exact, like, sideways, dual-handed pose. Kind of like Shion, too, because Shion kind of copied Sora, so I guess it's kind of like that. But anyway, Mickey and Riku. Is there anything else we're missing here? It's just a bunch of nobodies and heartless. Yo, this is making me think. What if they do? Okay, you know in Kingdom Hearts 2 they had the 1,000 Heartless battle? What if here it's similar to the 1,000 Heartless battle, but everyone is actually helping? I mean, if it's just the same kind of thing over again, like, there's Heartless, there's nobodies. Are there unversed in here? I can't make out any unversed. 1 million Heartless, nobody, and unversed bat. What do y'all see unversed? Hold up. I must have looked over something. Because we've got shadows. We've got whatever these things are going to be called, but if I can get a clearer shot. See, that's the Heartless emblem. These are nobodies. Those are nobodies. Those are nobodies. Okay. That's an unversed. Okay. Bruh, seriously, the only, like, one or two? Whoops! Sorry I paused it.
Who are you?
That is the lingering will, right? Just... That's his Keyblade, too, it looks like. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's any trick here. It looks like that's actually just lingering will with his Keyblade. Because I was wondering if it was somebody else in Terra's suit. Because, like, for example, how Aqua already, like, propelled her own suit up with Terra whenever she was trying to save him from falling into darkness. I was just wondering if there was any slight possibility of someone else being in Terra's armor fighting, but that's his Keyblade as well. So, but this is weird. Is this like a battle within his heart or something? Because, no, this is at the freaking Keyblade graveyard. I'm assuming.
Who are you?
Why is he in Terranort form, though? Why is Terranort here? That's the confusing thing. Time travel, maybe? I mean, separate time. No, I'm not. If they do separate timelines within the game itself, no. Now, what I'm thinking is, okay, similar to the timeline thing. Okay, so the reason Xemnas and Ansem were saved already was because of time travel shenanigans. What Jagger is saying, I think, is actually what happens. I think Xemnas and Ansem must already be defeated at this point. And it's the lingering will trying to get his body back. And I don't think it's a flashback because, like, this whole who are you thing, like,
Who are you?
that didn't happen. That's not how that went down. So,
Now we
is all the Keyblades falling. And yeah, someone wanted to point out this. If I could get a better look at Mickey, apparently he has his Keyblade back, which makes you wonder at what point of the game is this? Oh, actually, hold up. It looks like here, Donald and Goofy are actually in the party, but no one else is. Maybe that's what that's all about? Wait, Terranort is Xehanort's current form? No. It isn't. Because in Birth by Sleep, it was Terranort. And then over the years, like, Terranort is serving under Ansem the Wise, and it's still that same Terranort, just going by Xehanort. And then somewhere along the line, he got split into Heartless and Nobody, so this being currently does not exist. Like, going into Kingdom Hearts 3, Terranort's being does not exist at this exact time. That's what I'm saying, where I think Jagger might be right, that Xemnas and Ansem must have been defeated at this point for the Terranort body to come back. The same way that Xehanort himself came back and all this other yada yada yada. I think it's going to be explained way better, but I think that's the general idea of what happens. Details are details, but I think that's the main idea, is that at this point, Ansem and Xemnas must be defeated at this point. That's the only logical thing I can come up with. Is it possible that the buildings raising is the remnants of day breakdown? I have no idea. Whenever I see all this, I just assume Keyblade Graveyard.
Are you?
Like, when I see this color texture at all, I just assume. Like, Would y'all think this? You think this is Daybreak Town? No. Okay. But both Heartless and Nobody have been defeated by the start of Kingdom Hearts 3, so isn't he already back? No, because that was an entirely different situation. The Nobodies of Organization 13 were themselves, except for Xemnas. Xemnas was one exception because Xemnas and Ansem are two different beings. Everybody else is just themselves with an X thrown in their name. And that's it. Like, when Axel was defeated and he became human again, he just lost his green, like, marks on his eyes. And that's how he was like, oh, wow, we're people again. So, that whole thing works differently than the Xemnas and Ansem bit. Because Ansem is, like... Ansem throws a whole wrench into this idea because he's the only special Heartless in the entire series. Everyone else who becomes a Heartless, like, even when Sora became a Heartless, he was a little shadow. Xehanort becomes a Heartless, he has a whole separate being. So, no, when Xemnas and Ansem were defeated in Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, it was theorized that old Xehanort was supposed to be able to come back. But the time travel drama happened. So basically what ended up happening was young Xehanort retconned the death of Xemnas and Ansem, so they still exist. That's why the Terranort thing is weird. Because you assume that it must take place later in the game. Let's see, everyone in Organization 13 thought they were nobodies and Xemnas made them believe it, but really they did have a heart. That's the gist of it. It's a little more complex than that in terms of lore. The way he explained it was, yes, they lost their hearts, but they were able to retain their memories and basically regrow a heart. It was weird the way that they explained it, but I like your explanation better because it's easier and portrays basically the same idea. So we're just going to leave it at that. Wait, Roxas was also another nobody in the organization, but that's beside the point. Yeah.
The ultimate key. The Keyblade.
This... Hold up. This is making me think of something. Okay. So... I'm just double checking. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I was just making sure there were actually 13. Now... Here's my problem with this scene. They're all together. He's ready to forge the Keyblade. They're all hooded. So I think something is still being hidden here. They revealed more than enough candidates for the 13 Seekers of Darkness. And we could go down this list again. So there was... Xemnas, I'm sorry, okay. Old Xehanort, young Xehanort. Xemnas Ansem, Vanitas, Isa Bragg, Larxene, Demix, Marluxia. What I'm assuming is the Data Riku replica. That's a whole other thing that I already discussed before. I'm missing 2. But, wait, remember when we saw the trailer that had Roxas in it? That's the exact place when we saw it. Cool. I don't see what that has to add to the the bit. Hold it. Isn't it that they were nobodies, but became bodies, but once they were killed, likely they returned to their previous bodies, like you said. Like I said, it was a little more of a complex version of what who was it who said it? Crash? Yeah, it was a little more complex version of what Crash said, but again, that's another way of looking at basically the same idea. I don't want to linger on it too long. Just know that Xemnas and Ansem still exist. Therefore, Terra Nord does not coexist at the same time. That's all you need to even worry about. Aqua, yes. Aqua was one. Who else? Vexen. Did I leave out Vexen? Because if so, that makes 13. That's 13 right there. What's up, King? I like your butt too, May. Roxas doesn't count. Roxas was never even shown besides throwing the Keyblade over his back. We know nothing about Roxas right now, so he does not count. I think this part of the game will take place in the middle of the story. Really? Let's listen to it again.
Now we forge it. The ultimate key. The Keyblade.
And also, I wasn't paying attention to the voice before. He doesn't have that low, gravelly. His windpipe is gone from smoking so many cigarettes. Voice.
Key. The Keyblade. The Keyblade.
Let's see. People are suspecting the far right is Shion. Wait, remember Zigbar was looking at Pence, I think, to get Shion? Oh. Wait. That was a bit with Zigbar? At that moment? But, sounds like modern. Wait.
Key. The Keyblade.
No, Madara's voice is way deeper. So you're saying that young Nord stopped Sora from killing both his Heartless and Nobody? Kinda, sorta. That's the gist, is that he was able to somehow recruit Xemnas and Ansem into the new organization via time travel. As soon as they introduced time travel, that threw a wrench in everything. So it's best just to accept it and move on and not try to explain it too well. Just get the general idea. Young Xehanort recruited them via time travel. End of story. Goodbye. The end. Any questions? Harry Potter 4 reference. Let's go. And again, it's time travel, Daedra. It's time travel. That eliminates your question. Then wouldn't Sora remember that? Like memories being changed? No! It's just time travel! That means it's whatever rule the writer wants to use. It's like Nomura tried to combine multiverse and linear time theory. That's the problem. When they introduced time travel, they made it to where you need to have a version of you existing in that time. And the version of you existing in that time was loopholed into being young Xehanort could go to Ansem because that's a version of him, and Xemnas because it's a version of him, and then, bruh. So, yeah, we just gotta let that be. Was there anything I needed to go back and acknowledge? Hold up. Armor. What the heck is this all about? Because they never really showed anything with this. Dude, these limits are insane. They messed up time travel even more in Union Cross. Exactly. Which I don't even know all the details of Union Cross. I'm going to get caught up, but... So I think they'll be unhooded in the final game. I think so, too. I think they're going to pull a... I think they're going to pull in Avengers. Because... I don't know if you guys remember this exact example. But... Shoot. Can I even talk about this? Shoot, how am I allowed? Can I talk about this? Is it too early to talk about a small plot point in Infinity War? Is it too soon? Cuz all I want to do is make a comparison between the actual trailer and what actually happened. All right, well, you know what? Here's your spoiler warning. It's only going to be like 20 seconds. Okay, in the trailer, they showed Hulk running with the rest of the group. And in the actual movie, when they got to that scene, Bruce Banner was in the Hulk Buster Iron Man suit because the Hulk wasn't cooperating and wouldn't come out and fight. So, now you can time back in, guys. Come back. So... In this, what if they do the same thing where everyone's hooded now, but in the actual game, they're all unhooded? And I could totally see this one on the right being Shion. Because she's so... Well, he, she, it is so small. I think this would be Vanitas. Because Vanitas is kind of small, right? Is that about right? I'm assuming this is Zendis and Ansem. Yeah, I could totally see this being Shion, but like I said, we've already got more than 13 candidates right now. What if Roxas gets Norded? That'll make people cry. What if part of them are from... I'm guessing you mean Union Cross? I have no idea. Don, first of all, that's not even enough syllables. And why would I want a chicken nugget burrito? I now have mixed feelings about whether or not I would like a chicken nugget burrito and if that would be horrendously disgusting or delicious. But anyway, yeah, I did see something that we're going to have another trailer this month. And that trailer is going to be releasing regularly from now until release. So I don't know if I read this wrong. I know for a fact there's at least one more trailer this month. But I feel like I read that there were 3 more trailers that could be shown, like, during an extended period of time. So, several in December. Okay, so I did read that right. 3 more trailers? Okay, cool. 1 this month and 2 next month. Is that what it is? Or is it 3 more trailers? I thought it was 3 more trailers, like 1... Oh, I think you meant to say 1 more trailer this month, 2 next month for 3. That would make the most sense. What did they turn Eeyore into darkness somehow? It wasn't sure. Actually, that's kind of funny, isn't it? He's not the only one missing. They don't have Kanga and they don't have Owl. But out of everyone in this group, you would expect Eeyore to be there. And remember that leak trailer of Eeyore being Norded? That old animation? that for some reason people thought was real. Two this month, including this one, you're right. Yeah, I just hope that they don't do them on a Monday or Saturday. Because that's my part-time work days. So, yeah, can we just not have them on Monday and Saturday anymore, Square? Thank you, and good night. Was there anything else we needed to talk about for this trailer? Because there wasn't too much. There were little scenes that make you think, but most of this is just, hey, look, a couple more limits. Oh, hey, you know the story is going to be ripped from the movies into the game, right? Cool, right? Good reminder. Awesome. A reminder, Dark Baymax is here, and that you're trying to defeat Xehanort, and he's trying to make the ultimate Keyblade. This is just like a reminder trailer, like, hey, don't forget, that's the plot. Yeah, Terranor versus Lingering Will Part 2, which we need more info on this.
Who are you?
Wait a minute. Wait. Is this the same Keyblade that Xehanort uses in Birth by Sleep or not? This looks different. Is it? Is this a different Keyblade? It's weird because of the all the sand. There's so much sand and dust getting kicked up. I want to assume it's the same Keyblade. It's the same color scheme at least, but like the shape was weird.
The ultimate key, the Keyblade.
But this shows that the voice acting definitely has to be well along. I think they're gonna be fine. I know a lot of people fear that there's gonna be another delay, but I think it's gonna be all fine. They got a lot of trailers to dish out, and I think they're just polishing the game at this point. Why is it like they're standing on a giant door? Is that what you made out of this?
Now
Is this a giant door? Because it would make sense if you summon the Keyblade and there's just a giant door that opens Kingdom Hearts.
Key, the Keyblade.
Kingdom Hearts is a world? I don't think so. Wait, what do you think about that cloud place? Nothing, really. I just know it has to do with that little creature from, like, Union Cross, but I don't know how it plays. Well, Unchained Key back cover even? However you want to look at it. Like, I don't know what to think of this place. This is probably something to do with, Union Cross that I'm not aware of.
Now.
The chest! Hand it over! Care to surrender?
Tadashi.
Why don't it just be the sky of 100 Acre Wood? Nah. Evil Goku, does it have literally anything to do with this trailer? Where's my phone? I don't like checking Twitter during streams. I like it to just be stated. Okay. So it's showing him in the sky, and then the artwork for Kingdom Hearts 2 when they're in the sky on pillars. So it's a big deal because it's ripped from the idea of the Kingdom Hearts 2 wallpaper. Okay. Whoa. I'm sorry. Whenever I'm distracted and told to go off my stream to go look at something, I am immediately going to go in not wanting to care about what is going to be shown. So, yeah, it's interesting, sure, that the wallpaper of Kingdom Hearts 2 is all them sitting on these pillars in the sky kind of area, and now all of a sudden there's a world or an area like referencing that, I guess. But at the same time, even if this is a reference to the wallpaper of Kingdom Hearts 2 and that it was planned ahead, I don't care. I'm sorry. It's just like, I'm going to enjoy it for it in and of itself within the world. I mean, that's a stretch. You think Sora new 100 Acre Wood Keyblade will be better than Sweet Memories? Duh, because all the Keyblades are actually meant to have their own abilities and functions. He summons a giant honeybee, a bee of honey, to explode. Oh no, I'm fairly confident that the final world is going to be Keyblade Graveyard. Alright, I think I'm just going to go ahead and be the one to say it before other people start saying it. This looks like a giant, like, cylinder block shaped like a hand pointing up a middle finger. Alright, I said it before anyone else did. Why are there so many Soras? What is the point of this?
Look at how many there are!
Oh man, there's gonna be over 1,000 of these enemies.
Who are you?
Well, like I said, we were live for about 10 minutes before all this started. So yeah, about 38 minutes. So it was not 2 hours. It was just 38 minutes talking about the trailer. Because I don't think there's anything else to mention. Aside from how good it looks. Dude, how does this look better than the freaking movie? Wait, I still feel like Coded is the least important game in the series so far. Alright, go back to some of the earlier trailer soccer where they have Maleficent and Pete trying to find a box. And they're trying to find a way to control all worlds in any kind of way possible. And one of their possible ways was from within the datascape. What about the fact that there's a Riku replica, which I believe is the Data Riku replica from within the book, within the journal, and he's in control of the blocks. Like, I think all of Recoded is going to be ripped out and just thrown into the Big Hero 6 world. What if the world's inside the box? What, the cloud thing? You think this is inside the box? Dude, this is just like, they have no context for this at all. It's just like, hey, watch this stuff. Nomura has confirmed himself that the Keyblade Graveyard is not the final world. Has he really? Because I don't remember ever seeing that. Unless he's playing like some kind of loophole where, for example, in the Keyblade Graveyard, like I said, what if they open the door to Kingdom Hearts and the final world is Kingdom Hearts? I don't care if Cynical talked about it. I want to hear Nomura talked about it. I want to see the source. I want to see where it came from Nomura's mouth, or where it was said in an interview with Nomura. I don't want someone's video saying that they saw someone say that someone said anything. Don't ask me to repeat what I just said. Thank you, Brownie, for the resub. What do you think the rest of the world will be in Kingdom Hearts 3? I'm still pretty sure they're going to have some kind of world for Cloud and Sephiroth. I'm not 100% about it being like Midgar or anything, but I mean, it might be. But I feel like that's going to be a world. Why is Jungle Book a big guess? Literally because in Birth by Sleep, there was supposed to be a Jungle Book world. A lot of the data is still in the game. And there were so many rooms that were like completely finished but untextured and stuff like that. And then they have these big orangutan unversed just randomly in Neverland. Why? Like, I think those unversed were meant to be in the Jungle Book world, and they were ripped out and put into Neverland because they wanted to use them to have like some other big variety of unversed, and they just rolled with it. If we see Radiant Garden, Tron's going to have to be referenced. Not necessarily, and Radiant Garden is a world. So, I'm pretty sure they already showed it. I don't know if it was like with Zigbar or somebody. I'm pretty sure Radiant Garden's in it. I don't see why they would take it out. It's been such a heavy, important world so far. Hollow Bastion in Kingdom Hearts 1. Then it was renamed to Radiant Garden in Kingdom Hearts 2. And then the flashback in Birth by Sleep. The world is Radiant Garden, eventually becomes Hollow Bastion. Like, it's all there. Most of the organization came from Radiant Garden. So, well, yep, Oathkeeper. It's going to be... If they don't have Radiant Garden as a playable world, what are they doing? How can it not be a playable world at this point? And yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay, so we saw a Radiant Garden when Dimix came and took somebody over his shoulder and was leaving. Because Zexion is there. Or Ienzo. Yeah, Ienzo is there and he's in remote contact with Sora. So I would assume Sora goes to Radiant Garden at some point, gets in contact with Ienzo, and then that's how Ienzo keeps in touch with him from then on. So no Traverse Town anymore. Traverse Town was only in Kingdom Hearts 1 and Dream Drop Distance. And Chain of Memories, if you count that. But Chain of Memories was literally all of Kingdom Hearts 1 except for Deep Jungle. I just want Destiny Islands back playable. I can see it. Okay, and Coded. But again, Coded was just Kingdom Hearts 1 with less worlds. That's why I was like, I don't know if you can really count those. Like, I'll count it in days because you use Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 worlds. Whereas Recoded and Chain of Memories, the idea was going back through Kingdom Hearts 1 to an extent. That's why I don't count those. Yeah, and I wouldn't mind not having another Lion King world. Especially because there's no real way to do a time jump in, like, they can't fast forward it enough so that we can fight alongside, like, Kovu and stuff like that. If they randomly do if they do Lion King 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3, then that means that they fast forwarded the world within itself and kept everything else at the same pace. Like, oh yeah, 1 year later, they're fully grown adult lions. Because that's how that works. Do you really think time travel will be a thing in this game? Within this game itself, I'm not sure. Dream Drop Distance was the only game to introduce time travel. And that's young Xehanort's shtick. We'll have to wait and see on that one. I have no theories or speculations on that. That's whatever happens, happens. That's all just straight up, like, that's fan fiction. That's headcanon. Like, it's one thing to take something that is shown and then say how the story can revolve around those facts, those proven facts. And then there's, well, they haven't even shown this, but let me make something up because Nomura could do this. I don't like doing that. Oh, yes, time travel is obnoxious. I hate time travel in stories so much. This is the last time I'm gonna get off topic, but like, even like in Dragon Ball Z, alright? So Dragon Ball Z, Trunks comes back in time and creates a time split, and there are now alternate timelines where everything up to a certain point is exactly the same, and then it branches because of different events. Then there's another one where Cell goes back in time even further back. And that's the one that we know is when Cell goes further back and then Trunks goes back in time into that timeline. And then it goes on ahead. Then, all of a sudden, you fast forward. Trunks goes back in time again. The same number of years that he went back in time last time. To now work with that timeline again, but later on in the future. That's already one thing that's a big mistake. The second big mistake is Mai is an adult dating Trunks at that time. Or they're in love with each other and don't want to do anything to wreck their possible friendships. And anyway, point is, Mai is supposed to be like the whole Pilaf gang is supposed to be old. But they wished to the dragon that they would become young again by accident, being way too young. In the future, there are no Dragon Balls, so how the heck is Mai Trunks' age in the future, and then they're both the same age as kids? And then... that is so stupid. That's a whole other topic. But y'all get what I'm saying. Time travel is annoying. That's the focus I was trying to make. Also, did you realize that in Dragon Ball Super, Mai is a pedophile? Yeah, her and Trunks are totally the same age, but she's a full-grown woman. And she knows what she's doing. Just throwing it out there. You gotta love Dragon Ball Super. She is an adult. She was already in her 20s, at least, maybe even 30s, whenever she first met Goku as a child. And she is affectionately referring to Child Trunks as her boyfriend. Like, I don't think you want to mess with me. My boyfriend's pretty strong, referring to Trunks. Like, And they even acknowledge that she's like, I should do this. I'm not really a kid, but you know what? Yes, I am. Screw it. And then they rolled with it. I was like, did they really just do... All right. Anime's great. Japan legal age is like 13 to 14. Too bad Trunks at this point is like... Hold up. How long after the Buu Saga is this? How long is this after the Buu Saga? Because I'm pretty sure Goten and Trunks are still preteens. But anyway. Kingdom Hearts. With alcohol reference and fantasy violence. And no pedophilia loopholes. Let's go. Bruh. Good thing young Xehanort isn't trying to get any girls, cause that'd be weird. How old is Lee? Oh, that's good question actually. He's got to be in his late 20s. I think he's depicted as a teenager in Birth by Sleep, and then everything up to this point is like 13 years after that, so... Well, 12 years. But I don't know if it's implied that he's the same age as Vin. I think he's a little older. I'm not sure. Yeah, probably Tara's age. Don, what message? Well, apparently I can't. Oh, yes, I can scroll. I don't see your message. Just repeat it. Anyway, I'm pretty sure everyone is tuned out of the YouTube video by now, but in case you haven't, we're done. Thank you very much for watching. Follow on Twitch so you can join these discussions live and not be wondering when the heck the conversation is going to end because you weren't there to discuss yourself.